moving. Yeah, proceed if you do majority leader.
Honorable Speaker, thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I take the pleasure to move the National Lands Commission Amendment Bill 2023. Honorable Speaker, this bill seeks to make amendments to the National Land Commission Act number 5 of 2012 to confer back to the National Land Commission the power to continue reviewing all grants or disposition of public land to establish their propriety or legality since Section 14 of the Act has lapsed. Honorable Speaker, the bill further seeks to allow the National Land Commission to continue admitting and processing historical land injustices claim, since the Act provides that a historical land claim may only be admitted, registered, and processed by the National Land Commission if it is brought within 5 years from the date of the commencement of the Act. Honorable Speaker, it is very important to note that in 2010, when we were establishing this new constitution, many people went to vote for this constitution because many historical land injustices were going to be tackled by this law. Honorable Speaker, before the 2010 constitution, there had been many commissions, including the Lungu Commission, including the Geological Commission, and including many other commissions which went out there to find out which was the issue that was bedeviling land in this country. Honorable Speaker, it was established that there were very many cases of historical land injustices at the coast, in the Rift Valley, in Central, and the whole of this country. And the conclusion was we needed a body, an institution that would handle historical land injustices in this country. And therefore, the National Lands Commission was born with one of the key mandates under Article 67 to look and establish what were the issues and tackle them and give the people a reprieve. And that is why, Honorable Speaker, the National Lands Commission was born. But then the new law that came in, the National Lands Commission Act, came in and limited the operation of the Constitution by putting a limit, a time limit to it. And yet the Constitution did not put a time limit. But a statute of this House was prepared under the National Lands Commission bill, and that bill put a time limit on handling historical land injustices. It put a limit also on review of grants, which actually a court in this country has ruled that this law or that section which gave a limit, a time limit to investigating historical land injustices was actually unconstitutional. Honorable Speaker, we have an opportunity today as we move in this bill to actually right that wrong, that we put a time limit to historical land injustices in the law. So what does this bill what does my amendment mean? Honorable Speaker, the National Land Commission Act, Section 14, subsection 1, which reads that subject to Article 68C4 of the Constitution, the Commission shall, within 5 years of the commencement of the Act, on its own motion or upon a complaint by the national or county government, a community or an individual, review all grants or disposition of public land to establish their propriety or legality is amended by deleting the expression within 5 years. So what we are doing in this law is to delete the expression within 5 years. This expression within 5 years has actually killed National Lands Commission. And yet, National Lands Commission is a constitutional body which the Constitution did not give a time limit, but a law within this House that was done in this House actually gave a time limit. And it has many people, especially at the coast and many other places, have lost hope, Honorable Speaker, because of that time limit. So what we are going to do in this law, in my amendment, is we are going to strike out the part that reads within 5 years of the commencement of the Act and leave it open so that as many cases can be received by the National Lands Commission, they can be handled and determined. And that is the essence. Secondly, Honorable Speaker, the bill further proposes to amend Section 14 of the National Land Commission Act by deleting subsection 9, which provides that the commission may, where it considered it necessary, petition Parliament to extend the period for undertaking the review specified in subsection 1. Honorable Speaker, when the law lapsed, no other body came to this Parliament to request an extension. But by the virtue that we are deleting that section that says within 5 years, therefore subsequently we also must delete part 9 or section 9 of that law. Honorable Speaker, currently the commission receives a budget from this National Assembly. The commission has officers and all that, but its work is impeded from addressing any complaints dealing with public land and providing redress even where there are clear and apparent cases of illegality in the disposition relating to public land because of the time limitation. Honorable Speaker, today as we speak, the National Lands Commission is a lame duck, is a dog that cannot bite. It's an institution that is there that is not helping. Because of that, the many cases that were received actually from the coast on public land that was stolen, on reasons why today there are so many squatters that this government is allocating a lot of money to go and buy land, which on its own should not have been bought, is because we have killed National Lands Commission. But Honorable Speaker, we have hope, an array of hope for the many squatters that are out there that have been waiting for justice for many years. I want to invite you, Honorable Speaker, and the members of this House to have seize this opportunity to liberate the land at the coast and allow that all those people that are sitting now as squatters find solace in this Parliament, that for once they will own land, they will develop, and they will have an opportunity to be like other Kenyans. Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, Section 15 of the Principal Act, subsection 3A, which provides that a historical land claim may only be admitted, registered, and processed by the Commission if it is brought within 5 years from the date of commencement of this Act, is hereby amended and deleted in this amendment. Honorable Speaker, I want to invite this member to join me in deleting this very oppressive part of the law so that we give our people and Kenyans an opportunity. You know, many people will say, Owen is moving this matter because a lot of people are at the coast. There are people in the Rift Valley, especially in the Kericho region, who are suffering because of this part. They want to bring petitions to the National Lands Commission to get help, but they cannot get help because of this unconstitutional provision that was put in the law. Honorable Speaker, as I wind up, I want to say this, that this bill further proposes to amend Section 15 of the National Land Commission Act by deleting subsection 11, which provides that the provisions of this section shall stand repealed within 10 years. Honorable Speaker, this amendment will allow the Commission to continuously admit, register, and process historical injustices claims and handle disputes that had not been brought within the limitation period uninterrupted. Honorable Speaker, I must say this in this House. There are many people who are afraid out there, and they are peddling lies that Owen's amendments will actually make people investigate private land. I want to put it on record in this House. All that private land was once public land, and how it transitioned from public to private is what we want to know. Just that. Why are people so afraid? Why would you be afraid of this amendment? Honorable Speaker, I want to say that these historical land injustice hearings have been there. It has not done any harm to anyone. The National Lands Commission has been doing listening and all that, and nobody has really been targeted or anything. But today we are doing this amendment and people saying, oh, you know, we are targeting. We are not targeting. We want squatters in this country to have an opportunity to own land. Those people who have historical claims, those who went to the Nchonjo Commission, those who went to the Ndungu Commission, those people who went to many commissions, we have a reprieve in the National Land Commission, Honorable Speaker, where we can take our claims. They will be heard by the commissioners and a determination will be made. If you did not steal any public land, you will have your land. But if you stole public land and that land had people who were there there before, please give it up because it belongs to those people. Honorable Speaker, as I conclude, the amendment to Section 15
Hold on, we have a problem of technology.
Honorable Speaker, sorry, you know Cupcake is my friend, so I can say a few things to him. Honorable Speaker, I want to say this. All the above stated amendments that we want to make will be a significant change, will bring significant change as we transform the review of the Commission from a bounded, time-limited endeavor into an open-minded, ongoing activity, since until today there are many cases relating to grants and disposition. Honorable Speaker, I want to say this, and I want to say this because it's very important that I say it. Courts in this country, the judiciary system, is very expensive for the peasants at the coast and many other places. They cannot afford to hire a lawyer to go and defend a case in court. They don't have that luxury. The National Land Commission was actually formed as a quasi-judicial form to give an opportunity to the poor people to be heard. Today, you have people who come, they go to court, claim that this land is theirs, and because this is a poor person from the coast or other region, they cannot get justice at the courts. But the National Land Commission gave people an opportunity to be heard, both the rich and the poor. For us to kill the National Land Commission using a law, a statute of the House, and yet the Constitution gave the people an opportunity to be heard, is being unjust to this country and to the holoi polloi of this nation. Honorable Speaker, I want to urge members, this is the opportunity we must stand up to defend the poor people who cannot afford funds to go to court to claim their land. This is the opportunity, Honorable Speaker, that those for a long time have been oppressed historically have an opportunity to get a solution to their problems. Honorable Speaker, this is the opportunity that as members of Parliament, we must stand with the spirit of the 2010 Constitution and be counted as people who stood up when everybody else did not want the poor people to be represented. Honorable Speaker, I beg you that as we move forward, that these members, these honorable members who sit in this chamber, look at those people who have suffered historically, those who have never seen a title deed from 1963, those whose title deeds have been quashed by other bodies, those whose lands have been grabbed by people who only know how to grab land. Honorable Speaker, even the freedom fighters, the Mau Mau, fought the war of Mau Mau, but when they came back, the land that they owned had been taken away by those people who sided with the British. This is the moment. This is the opportunity, and I want to urge this House that we stand with the poor of this country and give them an opportunity to be heard using the National Land Commission. The National Land Commission is the only last frontier for the poor people of this country. As I finish, Honorable Speaker, I want to request the Honorable Member, who is also the Chair of the Lands Committee, to second this motion. I invite you to second, Honorable Speaker. Thank you very much.